Welcome to Red-Handed Crimes channel. Don't forget to subscribe. It all began on a stormy night in Chicago, 1983. Police sirens blared through the soaked streets, and in the back of a squad car sat a young man in handcuffs, his face streaked with rain, his eyes clouded with confusion. His name was Marcus Hill, a 22-year-old mechanic with no prior record, no history of violence. But tonight, he was being arrested for armed robbery and attempted murder. There was just one problem. Marcus hadn't committed the crime. But someone who looked exactly like him had. This is the unbelievable true story of how one man was imprisoned for decades for a crime his identical twin brother committed, a case that would tear apart a family, shake a community, and ultimately, change the justice system. Marcus and Malcolm Hill were identical twins born just 3 minutes apart. Raised on the south side of Chicago by a single mother, they were inseparable as kids. But as they grew older, their paths diverged. Marcus was quiet, steady, the kind of man who fixed your car and refused to overcharge you. He loved jazz music, reading history books, and working late in his garage. Malcolm, on the other hand, was a risk-taker, charming but reckless, with a string of petty crimes that he somehow always slipped away from. Their mother, Janice, often worried about Malcolm but never imagined he would drag his brother into ruin. March 14, 1983. A liquor store on 87th Street was robbed at gunpoint. The clerk was shot in the leg during the scuffle. Witnesses described the suspect as a young black man with short dreadlocks, wearing a gray hoodie and jeans. Within hours, Marcus was picked up a few blocks away based solely on that description. He matched the look. He lived nearby. He had a twin, but no one knew that yet. The police didn't ask. The public defender never pressed it. And Marcus, terrified and confused, didn't mention his brother, believing the truth would come out soon enough. But it didn't. The prosecution built their case on a shaky eyewitness ID and circumstantial evidence, a gray hoodie found in a dumpster near Marcus' garage. No fingerprints. No gun. No motive. Still, the jury convicted him. Malcolm never came forward. Marcus was sentenced to 35 years in prison. As the cell door closed behind him, he whispered to himself, "I didn't do this." Marcus endured more than just incarceration. He lost his freedom, his mother, who died 2 years into his sentence, and his identity. Guards and inmates treated him like a criminal. Even those who believed his innocence had no power to help. He spent years filing appeals, writing letters, and reading legal books, searching for a lifeline. Still, no one believed him. After all, what kind of man takes the fall for a crime he didn't commit and doesn't even blame someone else? But Marcus wasn't protecting Malcolm. He just never got the chance to expose him. And Malcolm? He vanished. In 2017, after serving 34 years, Marcus finally caught a break. A new Innocence Project team reviewed his case. One curious intern noticed inconsistencies in the witness descriptions over time. A deeper dig uncovered something no one had bothered to ask about. Did Marcus have a twin? When investigators tracked down Malcolm, now living in Detroit under a different name, they were stunned. His mugshot from a 1985 arrest was a perfect match to the original composite sketch. When confronted, Malcolm broke down. "It was me," he confessed. "I thought it was too late. I didn't know how to come back from that." In 2018, Marcus Hill walked free, exonerated by DNA evidence and his brother's confession. The courtroom was silent as the judge overturned the conviction. Marcus didn't smile. He just closed his eyes, breathed deeply, and whispered, "Finally." Malcolm was arrested but received a reduced sentence after cooperating fully and testifying to his brother's innocence. Marcus didn't attend the sentencing. Instead, he visited his mother's grave. "I kept my promise, Mama," he said. "I didn't let this break me." Today, Marcus Hill speaks to young people about justice, resilience, and forgiveness. He never regained the years he lost, but he refuses to let bitterness define him. His story sparked calls for reform in how the justice system handles cases involving identical siblings and identification reliability. He is living proof that the truth can be buried, but not erased. And sometimes, even after decades in the dark, the light finds its way back in. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.